it is always out of compassion. He notices the tears that never reach your face. You can't step into what God has designed while holding on to what He is ending. You can't receive new blessings with hands full of old burdens. He is positioning you. There are moments in life when God must pull you away from what feels safe. You can become so familiar with pain that you start mistaking it for peace. You can grow so accustomed to chaos that stillness feels strange. You can hold on so tightly to what depletes you that you convince yourself you couldn't live without it. So He begins to remove. He begins to reveal. He begins to shake the very things you once thought were secure. You see, God never wastes a chapter. Even the painful ones carry purpose. Even the draining moments hold meaning. They build endurance. They sharpen discernment. They teach you how to depend on God when you can't discern His path. Every time you walked away from what was damaging you, God was preparing you for what would strengthen you. Every time someone exited your life, it wasn't rejection. It was realignment. And though you may have wept over what was gone, one day you'll thank God for what He took away. When God begins to end a season, the first signal is discomfort. You start feeling unsettled in places that once felt safe. You start sensing distance in connections that once felt close. You start losing passion for things that once defined your identity. That is not coincidence. It is divine orchestration. It is God's gentle whisper telling you it is time to move forward. The same peace that once confirmed you were in the right place now fades, and you find yourself uneasy. You can't build your next chapter in a place that no longer carries your purpose. And sometimes the chapter that drains you isn't about people. Sometimes it's a mindset. It's a habit. It's a way of seeing yourself that no longer aligns with who God is calling you to be. Maybe it's the habit of self-criticism, where you've become your own harshest judge. God is ending that season. Maybe it's a fear of failure that keeps you from trying new things. God is closing that chapter, inviting you into a season of courage where your worth is unmeasured by your successes, but by your willingness to trust Him. Maybe it's the mindset of scarcity, always worried there won't be enough. God is ending that season to usher you into a reality of His abundance, where you learn to live with an open hand, knowing He is your provider. But God is saying, that is not who you are. We often try to manage every outcome, plan every step, and prevent any possibility of pain. But true security isn't found in our own efforts. It's found in surrendering to God's sovereignty. But it's in that space of surrender that God does His most profound work. Think of it like a trapeze artist. To catch the next bar, they have to let go of the one they're holding. It taught you things you couldn't have learned any other way. It revealed your strength. It clarified your priorities. It deepened your dependence on Him. Now, that chapter has served its purpose, and it's time to turn the page. It's the dawn after a long night. It's the spring that follows a harsh winter. What felt like a breakdown is actually a breakthrough in disguise. When this moment arrives, it's crucial to understand what it truly is. It isn't confusion, even though it might feel that way. It isn't loss, though the ache of something ending is real. It is a divine intervention. It is God Himself, bringing an end to a chapter that has simply lasted too long. It's a sacred closing. But the ending you fear so deeply is the very protection you once prayed for. Remember those nights you asked for strength, for guidance, for a way out. This is the answer. It has been slowly chipping away at your soul, and even though your heart may ache, you've been performing CPR on a situation that God has already declared complete. You've been watering barren ground, tirelessly, hoping for a harvest that will never, ever grow. He sees your struggle. He sees your tears. He sees you trying to hold it all together. And He's saying, "My child, you've carried this long enough." You may feel it as a profound loss, and it's okay to grieve that. But understand that on the other side of that grief is liberation. It's freedom from the weight you've been carrying. God is not breaking you. He is breaking the chains that have held you captive. Why? To encourage new, healthier growth. To allow the plant to flourish in the next season. That is what is happening to you. It's a divine pruning. He is removing what is hindering your growth so that you can blossom in ways you couldn't even imagine yet. So, how do you navigate this? How do you walk through this transition when your heart is telling you one thing and your spirit another? The first step is to surrender. Surrender doesn't mean giving up. It means giving over. It's releasing your tight grip on the outcome and allowing yourself to be guided. Your hands are raw, your muscles are screaming, and you're exhausted. The struggle is over. Now you can turn around and see the new landscape that was behind you all along. It's a time for healing, for reflection, for reconnecting with yourself and with God. Ask yourself, what has this last chapter taught me? What parts of myself did I lose, and how can I reclaim them? What does my spirit truly crave now? This stillness is where you will hear the whispers of your next calling. It requires believing that just because one door has closed, it doesn't mean you're locked in a hallway forever. God is a God of new beginnings. The same power that brings an end to a season is the same power that orchestrates the dawn of a new one. The pain you feel is real, and it's important to honor it. Don't mistake the pain of letting go for a sign that you should hold on tighter. Trust that this ending is a gift. It may be wrapped in sandpaper, rough and uncomfortable to the touch, but inside is a blessing. The person God created you to be. God is not just closing a door, He is opening a universe of possibilities for you. It's His time to stop looking at the closed door and start turning your gaze toward the horizon, where a new day is dawning just for you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this message resonated with you, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more content to support you on your journey. Remember, you are not alone in this. Be gentle with yourself. Your new beginning is on its way.